Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This is creative card art on Roblox. And I'm going to make like a tutorial series because I'm out of ideas on this channel. It's going to be like the first part. It's probably going to be like a playlist of a bunch of tutorials. I'm out of ideas. This is the only thing I can think of. So, let's just get straight into it. So, the first thing I want to teach you is basic controls for... This is going to be like a computer thing only. But if you want to add a new track, you press T. There's like, so if you press number 1, you can move it around and change the size. You can change the height. All of that right here. You can change the X or horizontally. With number 3, you can rotate this way and that way and that way. With 4, you can resize only on like certain stuff, like okay, if I just spawn like this, then you could resize it. So that's how you like resize stuff. And the way you would, hold on, this and this. Those are like the most basic controls, and I'm gonna teach you about properties. So properties, you can edit the track. Like you have color for the rails. Like I can change the rails. Let's go like green. Change it to green. We could change the ties to like pink. Curve power. I've never done this, but it's basically like curve power. Like yeah, it's curve power. And there's curve power front. It's like the curve power that's in the front. Boom, so like you can make tracks like that with it. Guide rails, which are like stuff that keeps the track in place so it can't fall off. You can make them invisible. You can change the material, which is like salt. You do that. The node next. I don't know how this works. Oh yeah, it basically goes to like the next node. So it's gonna make it like kind of like that. There's orientation, which is the rotation. Let's do 500. Makes it like 10. I am making an abomination. That's the orientation, the rotation. This is the position. This is like to make, if you want the rails to be like shiny, use that. If you want the ties to be shiny, do that. Speed control, you could like change the amount of speed, and if it's on yes, that means when the car goes on the track, they're forced to go 100 or whatever speed you want. If it's on no, that means it doesn't do that. Track and collide, this means if the tracks can collide with the cart. This is the transparency, so like if I put it to 1, it makes the rails invincible, which I do not recommend doing, but if you do want to, then go ahead. It's also transparency ties, so you can make like a completely invisible thing. Let me just show you what that looks like with rails. That looks pretty normal. Kind of like a chair left. Alright, now I'm gonna teach you how to do like building other stuff. So on keyboard and mouse, if you press 5, this pops up. Go to all, you can spawn stuff like an axe, which has its own property, like blade color and all of that. You could spawn like bumpy signs, so it would alert the player that it's gonna be something bumpy, or like boulders or caution. There's also cannons that shoot. You could change how the power, change the speed, basically anything. That's a button that you can make. But some kind of stuff like a character model, which you put username right here. I'm gonna put my username, and boom, it like spawns their avatar. You can go to animation, like you could just do an animation. And what is it? It's dialogue part. It's like a thing that pops up, and it's like, "Hello there," blah blah blah. That's gonna be in a different tutorial. All of these stuff is like gonna be in different tutorials. But it's just like the basic controls. And a play test, you would either press F5 or this green arrow on the top. Which Yeah, and E spawn, and boom, your card's there. Now obviously this is unplayable because, yeah. And press X6 to exit, or press this button again. You can do all this to undo. You can do Control plus Z to undo, Control plus Y to redo, Control D to duplicate, which you can move it, or you could use Control C and V to copy and paste it. But you'll copy and paste, you can like press Control V over and over again without pressing Control C, if you know what I mean. Okay. But that's like the basic controls. You don't have to delete these because these already like disappear when you when you first load them. These already disappear. And yeah, that's all for this tutorial. It's just the basic controls. Okay, you can move like that. And I'm gonna make like another part probably tomorrow. All I know is that starting Monday, upload's gonna be a little bit later because school starts up again. But I just made an abomination. But yeah, that's just basic controls. And I'll see you guys in the next video.